Hello guys, welcome back to General Channel. Today I am gonna explain you IP Class 12th Chapter 4 Basics of Object Oriented Programming. Now what is programming at first place? When we initially start reading about this chapter, you will be totally confused. You won't be able to understand anything. You will be so confused. So was I. But this chapter is so interesting, so easy. It consists of class 11 portion. We read about Java and CS students learned about C++. Both are programs. So what is this object oriented programming? What is to be done with object? What is oriented? What is programming? So at first let us get started with understanding of programming. So here is the definition of computer programming, a process of designing, writing, testing and debugging source code of a computer program in a particular programming language. Now what is programming language? Yes, our Java is a programming language, C++ is a language. And in order to write this source code, you have to have a particular knowledge, formal logic, and syntax and knowledge, right? If you have to write a code, you definitely have to know the syntax of that. Without doing that, you can never ever write the code successfully. So in case of NetBeans or Java, what do? We give instructions to computer program, right? We give instructions and organize them in a particular manner. The way we organize instructions, the same way we get the desired output. But in some cases, it so happens that instructions are many. There are n number of instructions and it is difficult for the programmer in order to organize them. Then definitely desired output cannot be achieved. So for that, experts have introduced new programming techniques. Procedure programming. So this breaks down the program task into small modules known as subroutes or procedures. This helps the programmer to debug and test the source code more effectively. But experts weren't satisfied with this. They wanted even more effective method. For that, object-oriented programming was introduced. In this case, the program is broken down into small objects. Objects have the capacity to bind method and data together in a single unit. This process is known as encapsulation. Fine. If you didn't understand, I'll explain it in my next video. This is a quick revision and I just don't want to go deep into these topics. So next topic, we are having object-oriented programming. Object-oriented programming has four main features: class, object, data members and methods, access and visibility mode. Object-oriented programming also provides a special feature known as polymorphism and inheritance. These are two simple topics which are little complicated. So example of a class can be JFrame. An example of an object can be JFrame1. An example of a class can be JTextField. Example of an object can be JTextField1 or 2. Class is general, an object specifies. And the process of binding data members and methods together in a single unit is nothing but encapsulation. Objects have the ability to encapsulate data. In this lesson, we are only going to focus on object-oriented programming and not on procedural programming. The only difference between procedural programming and object-oriented programming is procedural programming deals on data with procedures or subroutines, whereas object-oriented programming deals with object as a single entity. This is just introduction and revision of basis of object-oriented programming. Thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe, which really supports me a lot, and do like, share it with your friends, and I'll be explaining in a bit deep in my next video. This was just a revision. If you didn't understand any concept, please do comment it and I'll definitely be there to respond to your comments. Thank you so much once again guys. Bye bye.